It's Grand Island Town Supervisor Nate McMurray, and I'm here to talk about everyone's least favorite subject, taxes. Now, I can't cover everything here, but I want to cover the basics. And the best way to do that is to talk about your house and your household finances. Everyone has a budget. Now, we have different budgets for different things, like food. Maybe you have a pet, maybe you're saving up for a big vacation. If something bad happens, you can't have the budget to go on that vacation. You may have to take a lesser vacation, which still might be a good vacation, but not the vacation you planned. But you can mix money and share money between the different accounts. The town of Grand Island is similar. It's very similar, but there's some big differences that I want to explain. There's 7 different funds in the town of Grand Island. There's the general fund that covers all sorts of different matters. There's the highway fund, the sewer fund, the water fund, the lighting fund, the garbage fund, and the fire department fund. There's also a fund for capital projects, and those are major infrastructure projects the town has to take on. Now, where do we get money to pay for these funds? Well, it comes from your taxes and the value of our homes, and that's called our tax base. Let me talk about the tax cap next. Now, Governor Cuomo has imposed a tax cap on all towns, cities, and villages in New York State. And what that means is we can't raise taxes higher than 2% or the consumer price index, which basically is inflation. The reason Governor Cuomo is doing this is a good reason. He's trying to force towns like ours to save money and consolidate. And he doesn't want taxes to go up to make New York State less competitive. So it's a good thing, but it creates certain challenges. Things happen. Remember the hospital example up front? We have similar things in the town. You may have a pipe collapse or something like that, and then you have to pay for it. You have to figure out a way to get funds for it. Eventually, you have to cut into your funds that you've collected and your balances that you collected. Now, the big difference between your house and the town is, unlike your house, you can't share money between the different funds. So you can't take money out of the highway fund and put it in the sewer fund. Where at home, you could take money out of the vacation fund and use it to pay for food. Why can't you do that? Well, simply put, it's against the law. This is where we have a bit of a problem on Grand Island, because all of our funds are healthy. We have good balances in each of them. But one fund is not so healthy, and that's the sewer fund. Now, the sewer fund isn't healthy because we are under orders from the DEC to fix our sewer infrastructure. They want less wastewater going into the river, which is also a good thing, but it puts us in a bit of a dilemma because we have these orders to make certain infrastructure changes. Over time, that sewer fund balance has been eroding, and it's in rough shape. Now, does that mean we're broke? No, we're not broke. But remember, we can't take money from the other funds to fix the sewers. It's against the law. Still, we're going to have to figure out a way to replenish that sewer fund, which probably means passing a law that will exceed the tax cap. Now, that doesn't mean we are on some crash course of spending on Grand Island. None of the projects I've proposed or I'm pushing for are related to breaking the tax cap, including sidewalks, community center, or anything else. We've either gone out and got grant money for those projects, or we are going to go to the town in the case of the community center and ask the town separately, do you want to pay for this? But if anyone's telling you we're on a spending spree, they're just not telling you the truth. In review, we have a long-standing sewer issue that I'm going to help address while I'm supervisor, but started long before I was ever supervisor and simply has nothing to do with me. But we are overall fiscally healthy. We have the highest credit rating in the history of the town right now. The bankers, the people that lend money, they trust and they believe in Grand Island. And I will fight to keep us fiscally healthy. If you ever hear about me being some kind of tax and spend maniac, don't believe it. It's my goal to make Grand Island the premier community for families in Western New York. And to do that, we need to be fiscally healthy and fiscally strong, but we also need prudent investment. Thanks. Any questions, let me know, and you can find me at natemcmurray.com.